10% law. Transfer of energy in a food chain takes place in accordance with the 10% law, which was put forth by Lindemann. According to this law, only 10% of the total energy entering in a trophic level is available for transfer to the next trophic level, and the remaining 90% of the energy is lost in respiration, digestion, growth, reproduction, and as heat. So, when a primary consumer eats green plants, significant amount of energy is lost, and about 10% of the food eaten is turned into its own body weight and made available for the next level of consumers. Similarly, when a secondary consumer eats a primary consumer, 10% of the food eaten is turned into its own body weight and made available for the next level of consumers. So, in a food chain, the amount of available energy continues to decrease at each trophic level. Take an example to understand this concept more clearly. Example, the amount of energy available to the plants from the sun is 15,000 joules. Calculate the amount of energy available to the lion in the following food chain. Explanation. The plants can trap only 1% of the energy which is available to them from the sun. In this case, as 15,000 joules of energy is available to the plants from the sun, thus its 1% will be 150 joules. So, the plants have 150 joules of energy as food. According to 10% law, only 10% of the energy will be transferred from one trophic level to next trophic level. The energy available to deer is equal to 10% of the total energy stored in plants, that is 10% of 150 joules equal to 15 joules. The energy available to lion is equal to 10% of the total energy stored in deer, that is 10% of 15 joules, that is equal to 1.5 joules. So, in the above food chain, 1.5 joules energy is available to lion. From the above example, it is clear that in a food chain, as the trophic level advances, there is a continuous decline in the amount of energy available. The loss of energy at each level is so great that very little usable energy remains after 4 trophic levels. Because of this, food chain usually consists of only 3 or 4 trophic levels. Decline in energy at each trophic level also leads to a lesser number of organisms in each trophic level. Thus, in a food chain, the first trophic level, producers, will have maximum number of individuals, and the last trophic level will have least number of individuals.